Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Wendy. I'm doing this video to kind of respond to another video that I saw today. I took a few notes because it was quite a long video and I didn't want to get sidetracked, so let's get right into it. Okay, so I told everyone that the coma was not real, that the sickness was not real, that it was all a facade, that I was friends with a ghost, so on and so forth. Well, even though this person is the queen of editing, and her daughter seemed to be running around, so-called daughter, seemed to be running around with that phone in her hand the entire time that her mom was supposedly lying in a coma. There's not one photograph, not one stitch of video, nothing, nothing to prove the fact that this happened. And my video went up in the middle of all of it, and there was plenty of time to get some footage or take a photograph or two. But yeah, the person says, well, that's an invasion of privacy. You know, they shouldn't have to show that they were ill. Well, when you lie to hundreds of people, you do need to show that you are truly ill. This person says I made 8 or 9 videos. Boy, was I a busy person. I made 3. One was called "The Coma Is Not Real, Block Her." The second one was called "The Role of a Lifetime." And the third one was called "Good versus Evil." That's all the videos I made. Okay. From the very, very beginning of our friendship, this person wanted me to keep it a secret, saying that she wanted to protect me from the vultures of the high-end group. She didn't want anybody to know that we were friends because she considered me to be trailer park trash. And she didn't want the queens of the high-end channels to know that she was friends with me. There are 73 comments listed on her channel, but only 31 of them are posted and published. So she's still getting negative comments even after all this time. These people are not just wasting their time. She had people ready to send flowers, send money, send gifts. People were crying and praying, and what she did is an evil, evil thing. And she says, you know, someone that could do that's not in their right mind. Well, sure they're not. Normal people don't do things like that, but this person is not normal. Okay, she says, you know, her mom this, her mom that. Her mom had pretty much disowned her and made sure that the only thing that she got after she died was her clothes. She left everything to the brother. To see her stepdad, she had to sneak over there in the middle of the night whenever her brother was gone to even talk to him. And this didn't happen but one time. She did not have a good relationship with any of her family or her boyfriend. She just absolutely did not one of them. So that's the way that goes. She also does not have fibro. She never mentioned to me one time that she had fibro, even though it's an ailment of mine. We would have shared fibro stories. We would have discussed it. She does not have fibro. Now, why she came up with that, I don't know. Why does she do the things she does? I don't know. Her nephew didn't die 3 weeks before her mom did. It was months in between the two. And the so-called best friend was a YouTube person. Yes, I'm not saying you can't be best friends with someone on YouTube. What I am saying is the lady sat there and said that her best friend passed. Nothing about that person being a YouTube friend, because she wants sympathy. I did lie when I told her that I would never tell other people the things that I know about her if we were to have a falling out. But I also, when I made that statement, did not know that a person was going to try and manipulate hundreds of people, and that I had to stop it. I had to do everything that I could to stop it, and I was 95% successful. The other 5% are her loyal fans, and they always will be. She is not a victim. She's always talking about the hate from here, the hate from there. This person don't like her and that person don't like her. Everybody that she's ever had a relationship with turns and runs in the other direction. Those high-end ladies that she talked about so badly didn't want her in the group because she's nuts. Didn't want her in there because she was trying to manipulate and turn person against person. And then she was friends with this other YouTube person that got a restraining order against her. A real live, true blue restraining order. So, no sympathy, no sympathy, no sympathy. She says that God does not like ugly. Well, that is true. God absolutely does not like ugly, and he will destroy evil when he seeks to destroy it with good. There are goodness going on in this situation. There's always been goodness going on because I owe my life to the Father, the Master, the defender of the righteous. And no evil tool will be successful in trying to destroy me. I am a child of God. Death, stress, and so on made her fall out, her blood pressure go down to 30, and put her in a coma, her daughter said. Now, she's saying that she wasn't in a coma. Well, yeah. She forgot to bring the blood pressure machine into the place where she was filming after all of this time, and saying that she needed to check her blood pressure. She's not checked it. Supposedly the same numbers are on that machine that was on that machine the night when 911 had to be called. Okay. She comes on saying she's going to tell where she's been all this time, but the video was focused more on me than explaining anything. Where has she been? Why did it take her so long to come back on if she was innocent? Why did she not make a video and post it on YouTube of her miraculous recovery? Why did her daughter not post anything on YouTube whenever, I was so-called destroying her mom? And why was the daughter glued to YouTube when her mom is laying in there next to death? That girl went on for hours and hours and hours talking to this one, that one, and the other one, while her mom was supposedly in a coma. But the daughter didn't know it wasn't a coma. She was just unconscious. her story is vague. It's very, very vague because that is what it is a story. There are no facts. Did she not talk to her family members after it happened to find out what had happened? Why is her story so vague? Because it didn't happen. Her daughter would have told her about her being on the floor, instead of her saying, well, I really don't remember much about it. Every family member that was involved would have told her what had happened. So she would have had a full, holeless story to tell her subscribers when she came back. What about the heart attack she had Christmas of last year that's never mentioned? She had a heart attack Christmas of last year and was in the hospital. But supposedly they put off the stress test and let her go home without doing the stress test. And then when I would ask her, well, what about the stress test? A couple of weeks later, what about the stress test? Whatever went on with that? Oh, well, they were closed. They gave me the wrong appointment. La, 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 till I finally just stopped asking because I was already putting two and two together and coming up with four. It was a big to-do last Christmas. Not this past Christmas, but the Christmas before when she had her big heart attack. If she had trouble with oxygen, surely she would have thought to say something about her having trouble with her heart. Why did her mentally ill daughter say that she was in a coma? Yes, her daughter is mentally ill, which is not a downfall in a person by no means. But they're letting you and leading you to believe that a child that is mentally ill was in control of everything that was going on instead of the oldest daughter, which is sane. The oldest daughter rarely has anything to do with her mom. She doesn't get to see her grandchildren all the time, and there's a reason for all of it. She says that she's just using her boyfriend for money. They've been together for years and years and years, and she told me they no longer sleep together and that she's just using him for his money. Okay. She says that I said that she was dangerous, blocker. I did not say that she was dangerous, blocker. The title of my video was The So-Called Coma is Not Real. Block her. And I did not make 8 or 9 videos. Again, she keeps repeating that. I made 3. She says she doesn't want to come on and cause any drama, but the lady thrives for drama in her life. She feeds off of it like some bottomless feeder on the floor of the ocean. Drama is her middle name. Nobody told me that she was lying to everyone. I caught her. I caught her having a conversation with me, acting like she was the daughter, that her and her daughter would have never discussed that she and I had this conversation. I knew I was talking to her after a year of friendship. Don't you think that I would know if I was talking to the mentally ill daughter or the crazy mother? I didn't need to talk to her. I didn't want to be her good friend and wait till she got out of the hospital and ask her, oh my God, what's going on? Why did I not wait till then? Because it was a farce. All of it was a farce. There was an email, and I felt like everyone in the collab should know what this lady was doing to everybody. She not only was lying to me, her best friend, to all of the ladies in the collabs, to all of the ladies into the groups that she was affiliated with, and all of the other hundreds of people that were just shedding tears because they thought she was on the brink of dying, and it was a lie. You know, she says that there's a lot of hate on YouTube. I've already told y'all, since I have known this person, I have found out there's been people, there's been a person with a restraining order against her. There are people that don't want to be associated with her, that bow out away from her, thanking God that they had the chance to get away from her. It's because she brings this hate upon herself. Each and every drop of hate that is felt toward her, she is the one that creates it. The other people are just reacting. Um, Yes, I say be safe and be kind to one another at the end of every video that I make. And I do want people to do that. But when you meet an individual like her, you cannot be kind. You need to let your facts be known so that everyone else can open their eyes and see the lies that are right there in front of them. When I say be kind to one another, I don't mean to let someone manipulate hundreds of people if you know what in the world they're doing. You need to let those people know what's going on, and that's exactly what I did and no more. I face evil with goodness. This is a battle of evil and good. You know, that's what it all boils down to. And that fight's been going on since the beginning, or before the beginning of time. And it will continue on until the book of Revelation is played out and the father of lies is finally cast out. It's always going to go on good versus evil. Yin yangs. You know, religion. Uh, all religion is about good versus evil most of the time. Collabs. Yes, she said that she used me for the collabs. I'll let her. That's as much as my fault as it is hers. She wanted me, she told me because she was bad at grammar and bad at spelling that she wanted me to do the emails. Then she wanted to put her name on them and send them out as her own. Now that's just as much fault as mine. I should not have let that happen. But hey, I was trying to help a friend that couldn't spell or didn't know proper English. Joyce Meyer. Well, good versus evil. Okay. The swimming pool that she goes to work out in is a rehab pool. She only lets you see what she wants you to see. It's not some pool in a resort or country club or, whatever you have in your mind that is. It is a rehabilitation pool where she is in there one on one with a therapist working out her shoulder that she injured somehow or another. And that is the facade of the going back to the pool. She says a couple of times that anybody in their right mind would not do that for subscribers. They would not, lie and play like they were in a coma to get subscribers, and they wouldn't do this, that, and the other to get subscribers. But when you are absolutely obsessed with YouTube, you'll do anything, especially something like that, to get subscribers. She always used to brag on how many subscribers she had, yet she doesn't want anybody to know. She's got almost 2,000. Where is it on her page? Why doesn't she post how many she has? She always wants things to be a secret in her life, and I know why now, because she's a devious individual. Um, and then she says she wants the Holy Spirit in her. Well, the Spirit will not go into someone that is full of evil. I mean, yes, I take that back. God can send the Holy Spirit into an individual and cast out the evil, because that's pretty much what he did to me, to cast out the demon of cocaine that resided in me. He sent the Holy Spirit in, kaboom, kaboom. The desire to do cocaine was gone forever and has never returned. She says that money isn't everything, but yet right before we busted up, she was telling me that the daughter had to move in with them was complaining that for her money. Her own daughter. That came out of her lips, that she told me that. She's obsessed with God now. Every other sentence was about God. God this, God that. God, God, God. Well, the lady needs to get down on her knees and pray that God will help her change. She says my testimony is fake, that anybody that would have gone through a testimony like that would not hurt other people. That is true. But she, in my eyes, is not a person. Someone that could lie to hundreds of people and say that they were in a coma is not a person to me. It is an evil being. It is something that has took over a person. She said that I didn't want her in the... Well, all I ever did was tell her how proud I was that she was in that group. And after so much hate and people running in the other direction away from her, I was hoping that this would be the group for her, but her personality, her talents, got her the same outcome as all the rest of them did. They don't want nothing to do with her. She wanted me to join the group, and I wouldn't do it because I don't fit in. I just don't fit in to some of these groups that she was in, like the high-end group, that she absolutely did not want those people to know that she was best friends with trailer park trash. Not at all. She says that YouTube is a hobby to her. It is not. It is an obsession and a way of life. Whenever it all fell apart and she lost her YouTube for the time being, she lost the most important thing in her life. Ahead of mates, ahead of children, ahead of grandchildren. She says that her mom loved her channel. Her mom didn't watch her channel. Her mom was rarely on video because she wanted no part of this YouTube mess that her daughter was involved in. The mom already knew how she was, is why she only left her clothes in the will and everything else to the brother. Everything. The house, the money, everything. She coveted those clothes. She harassed her brother till he finally got her to get over there and get those clothes and get back home. Her brother wants nothing to do with her. She says that she's not into gossip. She is the gossip queen. You should have heard the things that she said about. I'm gonna edit that out because I'm not gonna say any names. We'll be editing that out. But you should have heard the things that she had to say about this one and that one. And if she didn't have anything to talk about them, she'd make something up. There's no doubt in my mind whatsoever. She stays away from sin when she can. She sins every chance she gets. I am done. That is my opinion on the video that came out. I was not even going to retaliate at all until she opened her mouth and she said that my testimony was not real. What happened to me that night in that little bitty white church was very real. It filled me with the light of God, and through His knowledge is how I saw that I was being used, and all of the people around me in the YouTube world was being used. People wanted to send flowers, gifts, money, etc., etc. But hey, she wouldn't give nobody an address, and then my video came out to let everybody know that it would have been a waste to send her gifts or money or anything else. I was even going to fly there. Someone had given me a plane ticket, offered it to me. I started to go. My husband begged me not to go. God only knows what would have happened to me if I had gone. About her being dangerous. I think so, because a normal person would not do what she has done, so she scares me. I don't know what she's capable of because I've never met such a crazy person as she. I don't know what to expect. Everybody be safe, be kind to one another, and this is the last you'll hear from me on the subject. Bye-bye.